We are so excited to get started with our Facebook Live again. And today's topic is very, very exciting. 20 tips on email subject lines. You must have heard that emails are the highest ROI giving tools. And still, people batch delete because when you come on your computer and if you see hundreds, maybe even thousands of emails in your inbox, you don't have time to sit and read all those emails. So people do batch delete. So in spite of that means people are getting like 40% average ROI. Still means people do actually said not 40%, 40,000% ROI. And still people do batch delete. So how are you going to stand out? So what do you do when you go on your computer? You see, okay, there are so many new emails you got. What do? You just read the subject lines, just even glance through, and the emails which subject lines are really appealing to you, you just keep them, and everything else, hey, yeah, means basically you just get rid of those, right? You don't keep on reading all those emails. So that's what we are telling you. Subject lines are so important because if your subject line is enticing, people will keep your email and they will read your email. Otherwise, they are not going to. Yeah, that's right, right? So just wanted to tell you that how you can make your subject line really interesting. What are the things which you can use to make your subject line really interesting? So here, let's get started. Subject lines are really critically important in getting recipient to open your emails and read your emails. So here are the 20 tips. You can even have 100 tips, 200 tips, but I'm just going to take care of 20 major tips which can help you do your email marketing very, very effectively. Subject lines or headlines for landing page or website, those are so important. And I heard somewhere that if you write your subject line or headline properly, you are cashing your own check. And that's so true because that is how you are creating revenue for your own business. Keep subject line really short and sweet, because if your subject line is really long and if it is half cut, who has time to read all that? Means if your subject line is so long, that is itself not conveying the proper message. People can judge that, okay, what your email would be. That would be really long and boring. So 50 characters. 50 characters doesn't means basically 50 words or 50 letters or numbers. No, 50 characters including everything means basically there are actually like gaps or spaces or emojis and all. Everything is counted towards characters. So just keep it. 50 is also a lot. You can have as short as possible. Use action-oriented language that inspires the recipient to take action. That is so important because, yeah, we as a business owner, we just want to keep on adding value to people's lives. And many times we even forget what action they need to take. And people need to be properly guided. They need to know what to do next. So you start your action-oriented language from the beginning, from the subject line. It's just simple thing. You can even just say, actually, I remember I had one email I wrote once that if you are going to open one email today, this is the email you are going to open. And for that email, I think I got almost like 85% open rate. So it is so important. People really follow my instructions. Okay, you are going to open only one email, open this email, and people did open. Personalize the subject line by including the recipient's name. Now, when you get a group photo, what is the first thing you look for? You look for your own photo in that group photo, right? So same thing for any human being, what even human being, I'm talking about even pets. Their name is the most important and favorite word in whole wide. So whenever you get chance, put their name into their email body, you can put it, but even in subject line, just start putting their name in the subject line so they feel close, they feel attached, because that is the most important word for them. That's just one way of personalizing. There are various ways you can personalize. You can have a special message to only that particular segment of your ideal customer profile. There are various ways. Use urgency to create a sense of importance or scarcity. Now, how many times you do shopping on Amazon? And there are many things actually. You look at things, oh, okay, this looks interesting. And you do save for later. Save for later, yeah, means, yeah, sometime in future I will buy that. But then if sometimes some special deal comes, for example, there was Amazon Prime deal was there. And they said, okay, only for these particular days, we have so much of discount. At that time, what happens? You will take out all your things which are saved for later and you'll see, oh, okay, if you have any special discount on that, you will buy that. So the urgency is so important because you know that Prime Day discount was available only for those particular days. Then it would have been gone. So then immediately people take action. Hey, I'm talking about myself too. So create a sense of urgency is really, really important. Use humor or wit into your email to stand out, because everybody is so busy working. And in between means basically, if you just keep on trying to educate and just keep on telling them, okay, do this, do this, do that. Yeah, that makes sense. But people are already getting lots of instructions. They already have a boss. Instead of that, if you just add some humor, they will appreciate you a lot, because everybody wants some kind of stress relief, and your humor, your wit will release their stress. You will make them feel good. So just try to make sure, add your humor so that next time when they see your email, they will make sure they'll open the email just for that reason. Ask a question to engage the recipient and encourage them to open the email. Asking question is so important because you want to add value to other people's lives. The most important thing you can do is ask them what they want, because many times you might be thinking, oh, my audience wants this, my audience wants that, but it may not be the case, because we cannot think exactly the way they want to think or the way they think. So it's better to ask. For example, just now I attended a summer boot camp. It is what was a business boot camp, and they had done their due diligence by asking question to their audience. They asked, okay, what we will be doing this training, what do you want to learn more? And most people responded that they wanted to know more about building list using email. And then their summer boot camp was only on that topic, because that is what their audience wanted. So it is a win-win situation, because they were delivering what their audience wanted. Audience got the information what they wanted, and it is a win-win situation. So ask question. Never actually hesitate to ask question. There are various kinds of questions you can ask. I just give you one example, but that also makes them to open your email. Use the numbers or statistics to make your email more compelling. People say, okay, you get, I'm just giving you email example. I heard somewhere that because of email marketing, you get $36 if you put $1. Somewhere I read 40, somewhere I read 44. So I just use the range that because of email, if you put $1, you can get $36 to $44 out of your $1 investment. I don't know the exact number because each website is telling me different numbers. So I'm just taking the lowest limit and the highest limit and I'm giving that. But I'm giving the number. So I'm being authentic, I'm being honest. My audience is also getting number. So just, numbers and statistics are very, very important. Or you can use numbers in a different way. For example, you can ask your audience, do you know how I doubled my income in last 2 months? Or you can just say how I 10x my conversion, what tweak I did which 10x my conversion. So there are various ways you can add numbers, and numbers are very, very important because then they see the tangible result, because otherwise a lot is different for everyone. So you cannot just say lot or huge or few or whatever it is. It doesn't actually give any tangible visible result as such. So it is always better to have number. Be specific about the content in the email. This is really good for your subscribers. It may not be, sometimes it may not be good for you. For example, when I write a subject line, I write in the bracket, okay, this email is about education, educational series. This email is about giveaway. So whatever it is. So depending on your interest, you know what email is coming and then you can open or not. So you may have a drop in your open rate because of this being so specific about your content in the email, but this is really good long run because you are catering your audience in a really positive way. So if something is not of their interest, they won't open. So your open rate may drop. See, if your open rate is like 40%, it may drop like 35% or whatever, but it doesn't matter. People won't unsubscribe because they know that you are genuine, you are authentic, you just want to help them. So they will appreciate you if you become more and more specific in your subject line. Emojis should be used really sparingly, because if you use too many emojis in your subject line, there it will be, your subject line will be crowded with all the emojis, and people won't have any idea what is this going on here. They won't get any message. So what is the rule of thumb for using emojis? The rule of thumb for using emojis, it's basically just to enhance whatever emotion you want to convey. So just to enhance your messaging. So for example, if you this emoji I'm using it basically because I just want to show here the emotion that if you use too many emojis, then people may get scared. So that's why I'm using this emoji. But if you want to convey curiosity, you can use one or two emojis related to curiosity. If you want to show, okay, this email is about announcement, you can have announcement emoji. Or if you want to convey the love, yeah, you can have heart emoji. There are various emojis, but emojis are just to enhance the emotion and messages. Messages means you don't want your emojis to be crowding the subject line. Use powerful words that create a sense of excitement and curiosity. Powerful word doesn't mean difficult word, okay? Because you still want to keep your email content easy to read. Something a fifth grader or eighth grader can read and get the message. So powerful words, yeah, they don't mean they are really hard and difficult words. Means basically something you do really have to do the Google, or they have to be complex word. Powerful words can be just even easy word. For example, the final day of sale. Everybody understand what is final day. It is the last day of the sale, and it is very, very easy to understand. Still, it is powerful. Or you can just say anything and just make sure it is very, very easy to read. Anyone can understand. It is not complex, but still it is powerful because it is conveying the emotion, it is conveying the message. So just remember, powerful doesn't mean complex. Powerful can be simple and still it can be powerful. Avoid using all caps or multiple exclamation points. Means all caps is a really, really big flag for people. Not even people, it won't even reach up to people because it is considered spammy. So avoid multiple exclamation points. Again, it is kind of don't put too many emojis. So don't put too many exclamation points or all caps. That will go into your spam section very easily. Use a familiar sender name to increase trust and recognition, because nobody wants the email to be coming from just a robot or someone unknown person. It is a very important to build relationship. It is very important to have no like and trust factor, and that you can get only by having a familiar sender's name, so that they know who is sending, so they have some idea, and that will make your email to be opened very easily. Use FOMO, fear of missing out, to create sense of urgency. Now, many times what I'm saying, okay, people get lots of emails. Okay, they will read your subject line, but sometimes they will say, oh, okay, right now I'm really busy. I will read this email tomorrow. So they will just keep email in their inbox, and who knows, they may not even come across your email again, because tomorrow sometimes, yeah, again, so many things happen, people get overwhelmed and all. But instead of that, if you just say this is the deal only and last 24 hours or something like that, so now they have fear of missing out, and there is a sense of urgency, so they will open your email. So this is just one example I give, but yeah, you can create many other examples like that, or just uh, the deal only for today or only for this weekend or whatever. You can just say that. But this is psychology. This is buyer psychology, and this you can really utilize it. So it is for their benefit, your benefit, because this can change their life, their business in a positive way. And of course, it is a good for you. You generate more revenue. Social proof by mentioning a well-known client or publication. Many times you are getting started into the business, you may not have social proof. So at that point, you can just say, this particular course, I took it and I applied it, and these are the results I got. So you can just give your example. You can say that. But once you start getting some sale, make sure you get the testimonials, because those are so important. You can incentivize your customer that okay, you give me testimonial and you will get some percentage off on my next purchase or whatever. There are various ways you can give them incentives, but social proof is very important, because then people see, oh, okay, this worked for this person, so it will work for me too. So that's very important. Social proof, make sure use the social proof. You can just say, okay, my client Clara's life changed this way, or within just 1 year, she reached 100K, or whatever you want to say. And just include that testimonial into your email, and just mention that into subject line, and be genuine, be authentic. Segment your audience and craft subject lines to speak directly to each segment. Now I'm just giving you example of here my email marketing courses. So I just cannot keep on pitching my email marketing courses to the audience who has already got email marketing course. But whenever I create any segment of additional training, I'll make sure that I will send that training to that particular audience who bought email marketing course. I can send the additional training, and that's actually my promise. Whoever buys any course from me, I will keep on providing. Whenever I create any additional piece of content, I will keep on sending them that to every buyer, because that's actually showing my appreciation to them for trusting me and buying my course. So this is how I just want to show my gratitude. So just segment your audience, and for example, if someone actually got my SEO freebie, I will send them SEO related information. They don't need to know other information. So depending on that, you can segment your audience and just send them information only related to that particular subject. A/B testing. A/B testing is really important, because you want to see what gives the maximum result. So A/B testing, you can start just mainly with the subject lines. So you just see, okay, which subject line has more open rate, know your number, know your analytics, and that will help you have the maximum productive results with your email marketing. Include a call to action even in the subject line. Yeah, call to action can be anything. For example, you can just say, open this email, or means basically this is the deal of this quarter. Actually, I always have a weekly product promotion. So I always tell, okay, this is the product of the week, and the deal is only for this week, so you better get it. And last day I send them a reminder, today is the last day, so better grab the deal. So you can do call to action in various ways, and you can be gentle. You don't need to be blunt. Call to action doesn't mean, you can convey the same message in a different way. For example, you can just say someone, go there. That's also a call to action. Or you can also say, will you please go there? It is the same call to action, but the tone is different. So you can do call to action in a really nice, gentle, and professional way. Use language that matches the tone and voice of your brand. I attended so many seminars and summits, and some of the leaders, they have millions and millions of followers, and they use four-letter words, and still they have millions of followers. And that suits their personality. It doesn't suit me, because I grew up in a really conservative family, and we were not even allowed to speak any kind of four-letter word to anyone, not elderly people or siblings or even servants. That was totally not allowed. So I cannot use four-letter word at all. First time I started watching these Hollywood movies and they were full of four-letter words, it was a really shock for me, because we were not at all allowed to use those words. And still I cannot use those words. That actually really means inhibits me, that hesitates me to do any that kind of language use. But it's not necessarily means I can take all the good and positive points from all these leaders, but I don't need to follow that exactly that method of conveying the message. That is what they use. It works for their brand, but it doesn't suit my nature. It doesn't suit my brand, so I won't use that, because I want to stay true to my brand, and that is what I can do. So I'm just telling you, this is how you can be genuine and you can be authentic. Again, here I'm talking about powerful words, but here I'm talking about the curiosity, excitement, and urgency. So curiosity, you can create anything that you can just say, do you know what is coming up soon? Do you know, means basically how to set the vacation plan? Do you know how to do the meal plan? Anything. You can create curiosity various ways. You can create excitement. Do you know, means I attended a party of someone who was celebrating their 80th birthday. So do you know how someone reached 80 and still really healthy? So it is conveying everything, curiosity, excitement, everything. So you can have various emotions, and you can portray all those emotions into the subject line. It works. Avoid spam trigger words such as free, buy now, or limited time offer. Yeah, I mean, basically, freebie works, gift works, giveaway works, but free doesn't work. So you can find alternate words to convey the same message. Buy now, instead of that, you can use the similar words that I just say deal of the week, and it never goes into spam. And actually, whatever CRM you are using, they will help you. They will tell you, okay, this particular subject line, it's spammy. They will give you the indication. Depending, I used actually various kinds of CRMs. Where I had Active Campaign, Flow Days, then I had Keep Infusionsoft and Right now I'm using system.io and all, but every email marketing platform has some kind of indication that your subject line tends to be spammy, so change the words. So just make sure don't put spam triggering words into your subject lines. We have a freebie just for email subject lines, and you can grab it. It is at the nubeginning.com. Monetize your email subject lines. Yes, of course. And we have actually 2 email marketing courses. One is just monetizing your email, and second one is basically a short one, because nowadays actually people are coming with micro and mini kind of courses, because sometimes people take a long course and they don't even finish it. So here, this is a really short course, 60K a month. It's a case study how that person made 60K in 4 weeks. And he just explains about all his examples and experiences. So there is a mini course and there is a regular course. You can take a look. And we wish you all the success in your email marketing. God bless you. Thank you.